Nothing like kicking back, obligations for the day completed, just watching some RWBY. The last episode was a doozy. It was action packed. We finally got another RWBY team up. Is that what I want to call it? I guess the whole team was fine together, and the action scene, amazing as usual. If you're gonna praise RWBY for anything, it's its action scene. So that and the music. A good bit was learned in the last episode. We got this new character, which I have now dubbed the Ice Cream Lady. I think her name was like Neo or something like that, but yeah, the Ice Cream Lady. I like her. We know that Roman Torchwood and his crew of the White Fang now have like an employer or a provider. I don't know, but he got his hands on the mech, which Team RWBY was finding that clean fight scene, and I don't know, it's looking like it might be Ironwood. He's probably not the Geppetto of the show. Well, we kind of learned that because Penny said that he's only one of the people that made her. I think it was last episode, or it was probably the episode before that, but yeah, we learned that. So it's making me wonder, who does Penny think her dad is? Like, who does she consider out of her makers to be her dad? And what was the true purpose she was made for? Along with that, who is this employer that Turtrick was talking about last episode? It gets the mind stimulating, it gets the mind thinking. But yeah, if anything, the last episode really made me miss Team Juniper. I think I said it last episode too, because it felt like a big team up episode. He was getting the action scene. Sun and Neptune was there, doing the little thing, and I was like, this reminded me of the Scorpion and the big old Raven bird thing fight from season 1. And it was like, dang, it feels like we haven't seen Team Juniper in so long. It hasn't even been that long. I think they were in the first episode of the season, but let me stop talking. If y'all want a recap of the last episode, watch the last episode. I talk a lot there. Let's just get right into it, man. Watch me some RWBY. Chapter 5, Extracurricular. Okay, we start with PYRRAH. My favorite character in this show. The wholesome queen herself. Hello? Hey! She taking on whole of Cardin's team by herself? What's the parameters for this? Where's the rest of her team? Ooh! Ooh! The quick transformations of the weapon is kinda crazy. Okay, Cardin doesn't seem like he's complete trash in a fight. Yes, sir. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is the content that RWBY desperately needed. More PYRRAH scenes. Oh, okay. Alright, that was a clean move. That was a clean move. Woo! I know I'm not talking, but let me just absorb this. Some good smear work. Yes, sir! How did she even do that? Did she just jump off of her shield? I don't know if that's how gravity works, but we gonna let that slide. No, hold up. She has magnetism. She could have just easily grabbed the fucking shield.
Well done, Miss Sneakers. You should have no problem qualifying for the tournament.
That was Oh boy.
I know that's a tough act to follow, but
That was one of the better fights in this show so far. It might have been my favorite.
Miss Belladonna, you've been rather docile
Might.
for the past few classes. Why don't you?
I'll do it.
Mercury.
Huh.
Very well. Let's find you an opponent.
Actually, I wanna fight her.
Me? I'm afraid Miss Nikos has.
I don't know, bro. Wait, actually, we don't know how nasty he is.
No, it's fine. I'd be happy.
Just don't do nothing slick, I swear, bro. Not to Pyrrha, don't do it, not like this. But I was kind of interested to see Blake get in the ring and see who she would fight. Alright, hold up. This might be a fire fight, hold up. Because if I remember, does he fight with his legs? Or I guess they were focusing on his legs when he was fighting the Tuxin book guy. Yo, no funny business, bro. Oh. Yeah, you might want to get some distance, Chief. Oh, he kind of quick though. And his legs, I mean his feet keep grinding against the floor. I'm not gonna get to talk a lot this episode, aren't I? We're getting 2 fights back to back. Oh, it's because he has like bullets on his leg. Okay. Oh shit, did he figure it out? Ooh.
I forfeit.
Yeah, he figured it out.
You don't
Because now I think about it, Pyrrha doesn't really use her magnet power all that much. Or she at least, like, she tries to use it very subtly. That's kind of, I'm thinking that's probably what we saw when she jumped off of her shield in that in the fight just before this.
I'll be sure to do that.
That is all.
Mm.
And remember,
What's
the
up with
dance is this
Blake?
weekend, but you all have your first mission on Monday. I will not accept any excuses.
First missions? I really like Emerald.
Learning is so much fun. Hey, Blake, you doing okay?
I'm fine.
So I hear there's this dance going on this weekend. Sounds pretty lame, but
This guy trying to mac. Look at him.
the dance this weekend. You want to go or what?
I don't have time for a stupid dance. I thought you, of all people, would get that.
Okay.
You what?
It's cool, son. It's cool.
That's ridiculous. Blake, we're worried about you. This investigation is starting to mess with your head. You can't sleep, you hardly eat, and to be honest, your grades have been suffering. You think I care about grades? People's lives are at stake. We know, and we're all still trying to figure out.
I mean, you had to get the official license first before you start doing anything crazy, though. Grades are important.
Company records singled out Vale as the primary target for dust robberies over the last few months.
Don't forget about their missing military tech, too.
But there are still unanswered questions. Blake, you
Missing
won't be able to find
military
anything.
tech.
You can't even keep your eyes open.
So maybe Ironwood didn't give them the mechs.
It will be fun. Yang and I will make sure of it. Yeah, we're planning the whole event. Excuse me? Coffee's away mission lasted longer than expected.
So, Wes and I were asked to pick up where they left off.
Team Coffee?
And now we can make sure we have the
Is that what she said?
And once it's all over, we'll return to our search, rested and ready. So, what do you think?
What that sounds to me is like we're gonna get some downtime episodes.
waste of time.
Which I'm not bad at. I like me some character development. Some character bonding.
I'll be in the library.
Don't be like that, Blake. Don't do that. Don't do that to the team.
She can't keep going like this.
Oh, I was like, what is that, bro? I mean, at least we're seeing more Team Juniper. Exactly what I asked for.
I promise not to sing. I lied. What you need? Will you accompany me?
Well, he got something going here. Hold up.
to the dance on Sunday?
He had us in the first half.
Are you done?
Yes?
No.
Okay, you didn't even think about it. Come on.
And that is why they call you the Ice Queen. All my life, boys have only cared about the perks of my last name. Besides, I already have a date in mind. Date or no date. None of
Is
us
it
matters.
Neptune?
Blake to go.
Oh, we practicing. Okay. Hey, don't just laugh at Jim. Don't do that.
Improved immensely.
Couldn't have done it with
Or at least my boy Jaune is he learning.
Are you ready to move on to Aura?
I'm actually thinking maybe we just skip Aura tonight. Might go on a jog or something.
Come on. I know you get frustrated, but you must keep trying. I'm sure we'll discover your semblance any day now.
That's not it.
Sound like some foreshadowing to me. Is he about to unlock it? Are we about to learn what my boy Jaune can do?
John, you know you can tell me.
The real talk though. My boy Jaune, he's going for the wrong girl. Like, come on, B. Come on.
She shot him down. Big surprise.
Like, right there, bro. Come on.
I believe the saying goes, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
That's easy for you to say. You probably got guys clamoring over each other just to ask you out.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, please. If you don't get a date to the dance, I'll wear a dress.
And finally, Pyrrha Nikos. Ah, the
Hmm.
invincible girl.
So is she like not as popular as
But
like
I wouldn't say
we thought, or
Oh.
is she one of those girls? Because I've seen those type of girls that are like too popular, and it's just like nobody's like, alright, we not even gonna fuck with you.
But she only made slight adjustments.
Just enough to make it look like she's untouchable.
They know.
Powers or puts her opponents at a disadvantage. People assume she's fated for victory when she's really taken fate into her own hands.
Yo, Jessica Negri is not bad at all
At her
at the voice acting.
You should be able to take her.
The list.
It's not about overpowering the enemy. It's about taking away what power they have. And we will. In time.
So send her that nasty.
I hate
Because they was hyping up Pyrrha at the start of the show.
Don't worry, Mercury.
And he said no problem.
About a weekend ahead of us.
But is she gonna do some stitching? Oh, it's over. Now let's take the goofy headset off before we start talking. I don't know, man. I felt like that episode flew. Maybe it's because I don't know, but that episode flew by. Maybe it's because I was enjoying it so much. You know, the two fight scenes. We got a good fair bit of action this episode, and your boy ain't mad at it. There was some good like smear work done in the Pyrrha fight. I think it was the first fight, which I haven't seen a lot of in RWBY, or maybe I'm just like not remembering. They usually just use like the little fadey lines at the end of weapons, but there's like some actually cool smear work and squashing and stretching going on with her shield, and that was cool to see. But that was just, you know, from an animation standpoint. Other than that, choreography and music all fit the situation, especially for the Mercury fight. He was doing some flips and dips, some kicky flips. That was kind of crazy to see. It was that multi kick that got me against the shield, and then he kicked off of it. Yeah. Monty, Shane, whoever did these two fights, maybe they collaborated on it, but yeah, A1 as usual. But yeah, this episode definitely felt like it was more to dive back into Team Juniper, or I guess more so Pyrrha and Jaune, because it has been a while since we've seen them, but it also hasn't been a while. Like they popped in the first episode for that fight, that team fight against Team RWBY, and then we had like, you know, RWBY doing their little mission thing just a while ago, and they were absent. So I'm really glad that we're getting some more of them. Because like I said, I think I like Team Juniper a bit better than RWBY. But these last few episodes really it really made me like Team RWBY's dynamic, especially with season 2 Weiss. But yeah, we got to see that Jaune still kind of has this crush on Weiss, which I don't know. I felt like I forgot, but I also didn't forget. It was just like, oh, he's still on that. It's gonna suck for him when he finds out that, you know, she kind of feeling that boy Neptune, because, you know, Neptune got that drip, he got that swagger. No, but I'm just waiting for you know, Jaune to realize, you know, he got a good thing right in front of him. I just hope he doesn't find out like too late or anything, you know. But it does seem like the show's kind of like, you know, hinting, or at least like going in the path of, you know, Jaune x Pyrrha, which, you know, that's A1 for me. That's the ship. That's the move. But it's also pretty obvious, and, you know, the way RWBY's working, they might throw a wrench in that whole situation just to, you know, flip the script a little bit. So I hope to see that relationship blossom into something. Because right now, Jaune is looking like a harem protagonist, you know, minus the harem. And I'm just talking about, he acting pretty coy, pretty dumb about what's right in front of him. We also find out that Cinder and her crew, they are not recruiting, but it's like they're targeting / marking people. They got this list that they're adding names to, and it feels like they just, well, it doesn't feel like they just added Pyrrha's name. They did, but it felt like, I don't know, isn't she like the most like famous student or something? Maybe not. Maybe she's just the most famous out of the new students, because I'm sure there's like upperclassmen or whatever. But yeah, I felt like her name should have been like a given, like, okay, yeah, put Pyrrha on the list, but they just now put Pyrrha on the list after the fight. But they didn't do it until after they found out her semblance, or I guess put 2 and 2 together. So maybe they're not after the people, but their semblances, I think it's semblances. So interesting. I'm wondering what's going on. What's going on there? If they start stealing semblances, that might be a crazy story arc. And also, what's up with that needle at the end? What was Cinder about to do? And I can't forget about Blake. She seems like she's feeling the weight of the world. Shout out to Nier. Play Nier Automata if you haven't played it. Fantastic game. But yeah, she's starting to feel the weight of what's going on around her. I don't know if she's just anxious to get her plan rolling of, you know, I don't know. Maybe she's trying to liberate the White Fang, or trying to get back. I'm not really too sure what she's really trying to do. But it seems like she might be trying to liberate the White Fang, or get her back to what it was before this new leader popped in. Or probably just change the stigma about Faunus altogether. But whatever it is really starting to weigh on her. And it seems like she's trying to rush things. And that's what the team is trying to tell her. Like, you know, things take time, slow down. You know, we got the dance coming up, go, you know, get your groove on. But yeah, the way that Cinder and her crew was going, I feel like happy times is not in the future. Things might go wrong at this dance, because they're setting it up, but then also Cinder's setting up. Oh yeah, we also got that line from, I think it was Good Witch. She said that they got their first mission next week. You know, kind of, something they just dropped in there, they ain't touch it again, but your boy be hearing. So I wonder what that's all about. Does it connect to anything that we already know? I don't think so. But yeah, so I'm wondering what their mission is. And we also heard about Team Coffee. I think that's what she said. It was kind of muffled a little bit, but I think she said Team Coffee. They said they had to do something, so I guess Yang and somebody else was taking care of the dance. So I'm wondering who's this Team Coffee we haven't seen, or if they're even important at all. But other than that, I think that's all we pretty much learned this episode. It felt like a quick episode. It might have been quick, actually, but I really enjoyed it. Fight choreography A1. We got a good bit of setup and relationship building between Jaune and Pyrrha. You know, I just love when they're on screen. But other than that, you already know the vibes. Drink plenty of water, tell your loved ones that you love them, and as usual, stay golden. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you look right above me, you can see 2 of my previous videos. So, if you feel like supporting your boy, feel free to check them out. It's okay, take your time. I'll just be right here when you're ready to watch them.